Hi, sweet Virgo. How you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Okay. Happy New Year. Welcome to Aries season. Happy spring equinox. Okay. And I started your reading. I started this video. All these sirens started going off. What's the brush? What's the emergency, baby? Okay. All right, my sweet Virgo, thank you for coming back to my channel. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting on my videos. Thank you for letting me know how it resonates with you. I really, really, really appreciate that. It's so good to hear back from you. Thank you for following me on socials. I really see some of you have been following me. I have like new followers on Instagram, especially. So thank you. If you booked a reading with me, I really appreciate that. If you had your reading with me, thank you so much for trusting me to hold space with you. If you booked your reading and we're playing at our session, I'm really, really looking forward to being able to channel messages for you and also bring you clarity, the questions, and bring you the clarity your higher self wishes you to have, and really just help you hold space so you can really find a moment to get the answers you need for your soul growth. Okay. And lastly, Ramadan Mubarak to everyone who's fasting. Wishing you the very best of this season. May the joys of discipline, which I know you love, may the joys of discipline richly bless and endow you. May all your prayers be answered. May Almighty Source, God Allah, bless you and crown all your efforts and your diligence with goodness, with rich harvest, and with abundance, prosperity, and all the beautiful miracles you are truly, 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 truly wishes for. All right, sweet Virgo, let's go into your reading for what's your energy. What's your energy report for Aries season? What do you need to know for Aries season? Okay, baby. Okay, so I see you making plans and you're sharing this with someone you love and trust. You're being the architect right now. You're creating your vision board of how you want your life to go. You're seeing the end picture. You're really in this space of visualizing your goals, your outcomes, your desired outcomes, and you're really, really just pulling it together. You're spending a lot of time with creative visualization, drawing up your plans and sharing it with someone you trust. Okay, so Aries season, if you've not been doing that, Aries season is going to give you the opportunity to really, really share, because the second card out of the deck is also intuition and perception. The Oracle of Delphi. Okay, this is the first card in the deck. Okay, and this is showing that your intuition. So it's a balance between intuition and perception. So in these two decks, there's this in I said in the two decks, in the two cards you can see like there's a picture of partnership. So Aries season is going to force your hand into finding someone you can share your visions with, someone you can trust, someone you trust and to share your visions with, and they will also offer their guidance. So for the Oracle of Delphi, when we get our intuitions, there's also the part of perceiving them. So you might get a message, but if you don't understand it, you'll not get the right like if you don't, like, okay, so it's almost like, I'm the example they're giving me is like images and words, right? A picture speaks 1,000 words, and you might not have access to all the words, but the partner you choose to share this picture with, the person has the words to complete the imagery. Did you hear that bong? That was just confirmation bong. Because like as I was speaking, they just said no, say this exactly this way. So I just said that exactly the way they gave it to me. So So whatever you do in Aries season, don't try to go through your creative spot, your planning phase. I know you are the perfect planner, and you are the only one who knows how to do stuff. But even if you feel like your partner or the other person is messy, is chaotic, is scattered, is everywhere, you need all that scattered everywhere chaotic energy to actually help you pull together this thing you're working on, this vision you're working on. Yes, you've got the idea, but you're missing very, very crucial parts. And if you don't share it with them, you're going to be missing those crucial parts. And unfortunately, that thing you want, it's not going to stand because the structure can't stand if the four pillars are missing. So you need to share this idea with this trusted partner. And I'm not saying just anybody. Look at the two cards that came out for you for your energy for Aries season. This is not just anybody. This is the oracle, and Risa is the priest, the person who takes down the as she's getting the downloads. This is the person that writes it down. So this is someone she trusts, because as she's getting the download, she's not going to be able to remember all the downloads as she's receiving them, but she trusts that this person captures them. And then this other one, this is the architect. You can see it's not just talking to anyone. This is an Egyptian woman who is richly dressed. She's not a servant, she's not a slave. She's like him. Do you understand? So even if you're a male, if you're a female, this person is going to be, and you can see it is the opposite sex. So I really feel strongly like this may be your intimate partner, or just it's just going to be someone you can trust with your visions. It can't just be anybody. It has to be someone you can trust. I'm hearing someone you can trust with your life. Okay, because they would understand how important this is to you, and they'll be able to fill in the gaps that will help you execute your vision as perfectly as you desire it to be. But don't think you can keep your plans to yourself. You're just going to set yourself up for failure by the end of Aries season. So my love, please partner up and share what you're planning and what you're thinking with your partners. Okay, because this is the um one of coins. Okay, so this is you dreaming about it, right? This is you dreaming about it. My candle just sizzled. This is you dreaming about it. So this is the beginning of the project. As I said, this is also one. So you have one. This is initiation. So right now, and it's Aries season, which makes sense. This is the beginning, and Aries season this new year started off with the new moon at 0 degrees. So it's really a blank state. So don't mess it up. Like, it's almost like you're trying to make $10 million. You can see the big picture. And you know that's the thing, Virgos, you sometimes you don't see the big picture, and you get so dragged down into the tiny details, which makes you lose sight of the overall picture. So you get so dragged down and criticizing and analyzing the tiny details and lose sight of the big picture. So your partner, I feel like your partner is there to help you to continue to see the big picture. They are the one who can paint. They are the one who will help you paint the big picture, to help you stay focused, so that you don't get carried away and get lost in the tiny details. Because this is a card of initiation. You're starting this new journey, and it's bringing you riches, abundance, resources, everything you desire. It's bringing you deeper clarity, deeper perception, deeper growth in your intuition, deeper spirituality. But you can lose sight of it if you get dragged down into the details, and this other person will now keep you accountable to the overall picture. Okay. Mhm. Okay, let's see. um what they need to do in Aries season. Okay, so you need to heal and you need to, maybe, you're definitely starting off this new phase. However you think it is, like you're just starting off. There's so much fresh energy, like initiation, beginning, the beginning, number one, energy, initiate, begin, start. Okay, so spirit is saying you need to heal. Angel Raphael has come into your your reading to offer you some healing. Stop holding on to what odds. Leave the past. Let it go. You need to heal that inner child trauma because it's just stopping you from moving forward. It like you're dealing, you're not healing, you're reacting, you're projecting based on how you were hurt in the past, based on the traumas you saw in your childhood, based on how other people have treated you, and you're just projecting this out. I feel like slapping you on the head right now. I'm not supposed to be violent. I just feel like because I feel like Angel Raphael has been swimming into your reading for the past 3 month cycles, if I'm not mistaken. And then remember, you have Virgo, you are the healer, you are the physical healer. Your sister sign Pisces is the spiritual healer. You are the physical healer. That's what you're all about. Oh yeah, and then for some of you, you might be sick. Aries season might bring some form of illness, some form of physical ailments, and we need you to like really sit your ass down and really like, healing is not a 1 day thing. So you might try to rush it. You might be like, oh, I have projects written, I have time plans, I have timelines, I have this. I can't wait. Like, and Spirit is going to be like, sit your ass down, right? I feel like I think you got this message for Pisces season, and I think Aquarius season. I'm not sure. You have to like go back to watch. But yeah, having the opportunity to heal. So if you fall sick during Aries season, know that it's an invitation for you to come back within and pour into yourself and heal what ought, so that you stop projecting it outwards. Because I feel like you not healing is what is deferring you from building strong partnerships. And you need the partner. This in 2023, unfortunately, you're not doing it alone. You can't do it alone. If you try to do it alone, you're going to fail miserably. And I see you going in a new direction. Okay, so this is one. This is also another one. Okay, this is one of ones. I don't read tarot cards, I read the imagery, but this is one of ones. And this is showing me that you're going on a trip, right? You're going in a new direction, and it feels like maybe your family members will want you to go in a different direction, but you have to go in a direction that you know suits you. And that direction is where will now lead you to sharing your vision with the person you can trust, with your intimate partner, with your intimate partner, with your trusted partner. But then you need to heal, baby. So this Aries season, once you are, if you feel sick, just take it as an invitation for you to heal. Remember, you're Virgo, you're literally the doctor. You're the healer, you're the physical body healer of the 12 signs. You're the body, you're the earth, you're the physical vessel. So you tend to feel a lot more health symptoms more than normal. Like your body is very reactive. And whatever you do, try not to use so much of Western medicine. Even if you are, reduce your dosage in half because your body is very sensitive. So that you're not doing more worse, more harm. Okay? But overall, the healing is more emotional. The healing is more emotional. The healing is more emotional because, like this rising, oh, where's my phone? I think I typed it on the phone I'm using to record. Like this rising, as I got up, I just got a direct message and I had to quickly write it down. It was about how diseases manifest. It was just a direct download. I've had the download previously, but I think it was a year ago, and then it was more cellular genetics related, where like they really broke it down for me how the genes are really just like the zodiac signs and how we all have everything. I tweeted about it. I need to go find that tweet. But then this Friday was more about how the how diseases manifest in the body. It's from emotional states, emotions not resolved, get packed away. This block up your mental states. Mental states, once it's stressed, it leads into physical symptoms. Physical symptoms lead into mental stress, leading to physical, leading to symptoms not resolved, leading to physical signs that then elicited by your doctor. That's when you start to have the pain, the fever, the swelling, you know, the eruptions, the discharges. Those are signs, right? But those signs just didn't come out of the blue. They were a long time in coming before they manifested. And then if those signs are not addressed, they now lead to dysfunction and disability of that body part, of that organ, of those group of cells, which then leads to a state of disease, which is the body is no longer at ease with itself. And then the download they gave me was very, while I'm a doctor, I understand the pathophysiology and the biochemical components of it, but the way it was tied together for me this morning was the hormones are really the neurochemicals, right? The hormones are the neurochemicals that, so your emotions generate hormones. Hormones and neurochemicals. The more you continue to have unresolved emotions, the more those emotions continue to generate those hormones. The more we have those hormones in the body, the more those hormones act as neurochemicals and conductors that transmit nervous impulses around the body to the different body parts. So what's happening is you are continuing to have a certain kind of hormone being secreted into the body that's going to continue to instigate and stimulate and trigger a certain process in the body, right? Which is the nerve conduction and impulse generation, which is going to trigger different nerves depending on where the end organ is and depending on where the nerve relay is. And I feel like I'm being all technical, but Spirit is saying you would understand. Like I should just go on. Okay, so the impulse generated is going to it's just like electricity. So the more you continue to generate electricity at a certain current and voltage with little resistance, the more that continues to, that's when you have like high currents that now blow up stuff. So imagine like continuous high currents going through your house, and if you don't have like volt protectors in place, and now they can like spoil your electrical. I feel like they're saying you should like open your ears and listen, because my hands have been on my ears and I've not touched my ears also to anybody else. So like really open, pull your ears back and listen. How like high current to spoil electrical equipment in your house. That's the same way. So the more you hold on to those emotions which are unresolved, which hurt you, but you don't want to resolve them, the more they continue to produce hormones, the more they continue to weaken your body system, because it's a loop. When your body is weakened, you cannot go about your daily affairs. You cannot continue to pretend as if all is well when all is truly not well. You're not happy, baby. Okay. So spirit does that. Spirit breaks you down so you can sit your ass down, so you can truly address what is hurting, so you can truly heal instead of dealing. Okay, so in Aries season, when you do fall sick, sit your ass down and really, really address what needs to be addressed. Because Angel Raphael is here with you. You're not doing it alone. Angel Raphael is bringing you the healing energy for you to recover, for you to really, really let go and start making and start attracting new vibrations and frequencies and really, really inhabiting a new emotional mind state. But if you don't let go of the odds from the past, of your pain from the past, of your fears from the past, of your guilt, you're not going to make room for new emotional states of happiness, of love, of joy, of bliss, of friendship, of harmony, of peace. You're not going to give those community of support. You're not going to give those room to come in. Okay? Because see, he has to share joyfully, right? She has to trust that she has support. Okay, so heal, and then one should go through this healing phase. And healing isn't a one day affair. Don't be like, oh, I've got timelines, I've got this, that, like that. It's to help you now get clear on the direction in which you should go. Some of you, I see you taking a physical trip to a new unplanned destination, which you've been trying to avoid, but Spirit is saying that's where your ass needs to be. I feel like, rolling my neck at you like, oh, you so nutty, and swacking your head. I promise, violence is not encouraged on this channel. Okay, final message from my beautiful Virgos for Aries season. What's the final message from my beautiful Virgos? I feel like using the book. Let's see, after the shuffle, if no card comes flying. Yes, we are being directed to use the book. Okay, so what's the overall message from my beautiful Virgo for Aries season? Oh, oh. I'm really, they're telling me to like roll my neck at you, like I'm giving that. And I'm not sure I'm doing it well, but they're like, you really need some attitude right now so that you can come correct into Aries season, like, baby. Anyways, okay. Final message from my beautiful Virgos. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. Da, 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 da. What have I been telling you about timelines? I'm trying to be like, oh, I've got no time to waste, blah, blah, blah. Spirit saying, sit your ass down, baby. If I've got to use sickness to make you sit your ass down because you're not healing and you've been dealing and you don't want to address all those unresolved emotions, you're going to do it at Spirit's time. And then there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, so slow and steady wins the race. See, the air and the tortoise. The air was always laughing at the tortoise because, let me see if I can read backwards. Because he was walking so slowly. Really, I don't know why you. Okay, I can't do that. Really, I don't know why you bothered to go at all. She sneered. By the time we get there, it will be all be over. Okay, so let me just give the long gist, the long and short. So the air and the tortoise, they were in a race, right? And then the air is like the rabbit, but faster than the rabbit. And it's like, oh, I'm going to up, and I'm going to get it before you. And this is the finish line. This is the finish line. And the tortoise, the tortoise now, those guys are slow. The tortoise laughed. I may be slow, but I bet I can get to the end of the field before you can. If you want to race, I'll prove it to you. So they decided to race because the air was always, teasing the tortoise about, oh, you so slow, you so slow. And Virgos, you can be quite extra. I think I put up a meme about it in my Instagram stories. And so many of Virgos filled my DMs laughing and saying I was disrespectful. But you can be extra. So this is you being the air, right? And this is every one of us being the tortoise because slow and steady will always get us there. And there was also something I read in Pisces season that was it went like this: slow is smooth and smooth is fast. At first I was like, and then it kept on ringing in my head like for several days until I really, really digested it. Like slow is smooth. Because when you're going slowly, you're going to go smoothly. Even if there are bumps, it's still smooth. Even if there are bumps, you're not rushing through it. Even if there are holes, you're not rushing and falling blindly into it. So slow is fast, slow is smooth, and when you go smoothly, you go fast because you make up what you want, what you make for, what you think you've lost in time, you make up for in speed because you are not having to fix your car on the way. You're going smoothly. You're not bumping into anything, right? So, like in this race, so seeing an easy victory, the air agreed and she bounded off as fast as she could. The tortoise plodded steadily after her. Now it was the middle of a very hot sunny day, and before long the air began to feel a little drowsy. I think I'll just take a short nap under this edge, she said to herself. Even if tortoise passes by, I'll catch him up in a flash. The egg lay down and slept, and the tortoise came by and continued going. Much later, she woke up and she's like, ah, no sign of old tortoise. Let me go. Um, and she thought she slept for a short while, but apparently, by the time she ran through the short grass and she finally got to the short corner towards the end, she looked, and there, close to the finishing line, was the tortoise plodding steadily on one foot. I keep thinking my camera is on this side. One foot after another, and nearer and nearer to the end of the race. With a great bound, the air streaked forward. It was too late, though she threw herself panting over the finish, over the line. The tortoise was there before her. Now, do you believe me? Said the tortoise. But the air was so out of breath to reply. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, baby. Okay, 2023 is going to teach you how to slow down. Because I know you like when you want something, when you have an idea, you want to execute it now. You want it done now. The spirit is saying, Aries is saying, you need to calm your titties, baby. The spirit is going to calm down now for you. Alright, love, that's your message for Aries season. That's your energy. But if this reason resonated, please, if this reason resonated, let me know in the comment section. Leave a comment. I love to hear back from you. Don't forget to like this video if it resonated. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And if you like to book a personal one-on-one reading with me, if I'm just a collective reading, imagine how I'm going to be in personal reading where it's just no restrictions. I'm going to be direct with you. As the message is coming in, I'm just pouring it out for you. I'll be glad to hold space with you. So please visit my website. The link is in the description box below and book your spots, okay? All right, darling. See you soon. Bye.